Which then brings me to the whistleblower. Who wants to place a bet now that we will find out exactly what I said from the first week the whistleblower story broke? I will take a bit of a bow here because I tend to see these things coming. A little that old CIA nerd analyst skill set coming into play. When we find out eventually, as I believe we will, who the whistleblower is, we will not be surprised at all when we learn that this person is deeply anti-Trump. There's already reporting that while this person was, and we will say he, I suppose, for now, because the name that's out there is a he, while he was at the NSC, there were concerns among other NSC staffers that this person was trying to take down the president. This person was a deep state operative. Why should we think that that's so unbelievable? Well, we shouldn't think that at all. It's entirely believable. In fact, let's remember, my friends, that just to get at General Flynn, somebody in the United States government, and almost certainly a very senior person, somebody in the United States government thought that it was appropriate, and in fact even necessary, to leak the contents of a phone call that would have been highly, highly classified, and in doing so, present themselves with the possibility of serious prison time. Somebody would place themselves in legal jeopardy. Someone did this. This happened just to stick a thumb in the eye of General Michael Flynn and the Trump administration. So don't tell me, no one can convince me that there aren't people who are currently working for the federal government who would not be willing to lie, to break rules, to act in ways that are violations of the oaths they pretend they are upholding by attacking Trump. Nobody will convince me that that's beyond belief. Of course, it's entirely believable, and that's why this whistleblower is trying so very hard to make sure we don't find out who it is. Because just as with the dossier, the credibility crumbled the moment we knew who had paid for it. The moment we figure out who this whistleblower really is. Oh, and the second whistleblower, too. What happened to that person? I know the lawyer who is representing both of these individuals. He is a deeply anti-Trump, nice enough fellow, deeply anti-Trump, hates the president, despises the president of the United States. So none of this is surprising to me. But I would note that in the early days of this whole effort to take down the president, we were told that it was necessary for the whistleblower to testify, that the whistleblower would in fact have to share so much with the American people that they would have to know. And then when it came out that there was early stage coordination with Adam Schiff, the shiftiest of characters in the Democrat Congress, now we're told, oh no, only written answers. That's the latest. Only written answers to be shared. Why wouldn't this person be willing to take questions from Republicans? Because it would be too obvious. Why can't they allow the same process that would be essential, as I've talked to you about, in any understanding of our judicial system, and goes all the way back to English common law? Why can't this person be submitted to some form of, even if behind closed doors, cross-examination? Our Democrats desperate to avoid that because the whole thing will collapse. Now, I believe they know the whole thing will eventually collapse regardless of whether the person testifies or not. They're just trying to, as we saw with the dossier and Russia collusion madness, extend the lifespan of this damaging narrative as long as they can.